You know what? Let me tell you, everybody's a hip-hop critic, but all I want to know is really, what do you know? I've been blessing people with this deep voice, this moist, hoping you understand that my music's top choice. Cultures and nations are starting to see that hip-hop is crazily advanced. Poetry fluently is flown in like water, mentally reshaping you just like the new world order. Was the cause and effect? When I write some good lyrics, just the sound that you check. But no disrespect, but I question your intellect, thinking words don't matter because you can't comprehend, or the words go too fast. You need to listen and
Which is a pop.
quality MC, son. Well, the waves have made your ass, and every word that I write is seen the universe twice.
No, that's fine.
Travel the planets, making sure that I'm nice. So open up your ears, that's my advice. Cause this price is right, but there are no wheels on this fortune. Words and whammies will make you press your luck. So I don't care about a Grammy, rather flow for my mammy. So step back and catch this verbal jammy. Cause these skills is real, and it's time you learn the deal.
You know, you need to listen to this flow. Cause the lyrics are important, and that's how it goes. What do you know? You need to listen to this flow. Cause the lyrics are important, and that's how it goes.
Yo, there's pain in my heart, but I let the anger go.
It's your boy, Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. And tonight on episode 117, Knowledge is Love, we've got a special episode. We are talking about the Pisces super new moon coming up on February 20th, 2023 at 2:06 a.m. Eastern. So it's kind of on the 19th for the West Coast, but it's basically the 20th for everybody else. And 7:06 Universal Time, I've got fans all over the world, so I've got to, acknowledge all the time zones. And I have a special guest with me tonight, making her, I think, her second or third appearance. My mother-in-law, my 0 degrees Aquarius mother-in-law, Miss Lauren is here. I gotta say hello to Grandma Lauren, you guys.
Gotta stand up. I'm a little short.
Well, just say hi, and she'll be helping me with the reading and stuff tonight. But everybody in the chat, be patient with me. I will get to you, and my mother-in-law will get to you, because I want to set the stage. So what we're dealing with, and hey, come on in the room. You guys can share what house your Pisces is in. This chart for February 20th, 2:06 a.m. Eastern, is a Scorpio rising. The sun and the moon, again, remember I told you, 5 in a row. This is the 4th consecutive new moon at 1 degree. There are no accidents. The energy I've been telling you is telling us it is about us, it's on us, and it's our responsibility. Now, I don't like to do outer sign conjunctions, but Saturn, almost at the critical degree, is at 28 degrees in the 4th house in Aquarius. Soon, March 7th, that's soon, to be moving to Pisces for the next 2.5 years, to basically February, almost 3 years, to February of 2026. I believe it's February, don't know the date. Okay. This is fascinating. Right now, tonight, hope you guys are feeling a little extra love after Valentine's Day. Hope you had a nice holiday, because Venus is conjunct Neptune, right? Had a nice time, just celebrating with the boys and my wife. And the Taylor twins had girls giving them gifts out the wazoo. I mean, my little Leos are they're handsome, but they're charming. And let me tell you, they had so much candy and gifts from Hope and Hayden, these 2 girls in their class. They each have their own class. So I thought that was just so cute and adorable. So I remember buying my little girlfriends in 4th grade and all the gifts. And I bought this one girl that I just had a big crush on. I bought her Smurfs and stuff. That's a whole nother story. Okay. Now, so Mars is in the 8th house in Gemini still. Moving forward, it's moving along. Pluto in Capricorn for this chart in the 3rd house, 29 degrees. And remember, we know March 23rd, we got a big month coming up, okay? Pisces season's coming, a lot of stuff's coming up. But Pluto in Aquarius is coming up March 23rd until June 11th. And you're seeing in the news all this explosive information and energy. And somebody, I was laughing today. I saw a video on Instagram, and it's so true, because somebody was saying, when you're focusing on the Super Bowl and the UFOs, then you got to really find out what's going on behind the scenes with the financial system, the government, this and that. Because what happens, you guys, with Pluto in the 29th degree? It's cleansing the power structures. And Pluto, it kind of reveals the secrets of the underworld, the secret societies, the mafia, the illegal crimes in the government, the banking system, all this stuff. So unfortunately, like I always tell you, the powers that be know the astrology as well. So we're going to see some shifts in the financial system that is going to open up digital government-run currency. And that's not necessarily a good thing. But this energy is beautiful, positive, creative, spiritual, blessed, and it's setting us up for what we should already have been doing, the spiritual discipline, the rituals, the practices to get prepared for Saturn and Pisces. We have a lot of big shifts this year in 2023, and with the new moon at 1 degree in Pisces, it's letting us know it's on you. Make it happen. Do what you need to do. Because when Saturn comes in, if you haven't been practicing a spiritual discipline, if you haven't brought discipline into your life in the Pisces house, where Pisces is for you, for this chart, Scorpio rising, which me and Danny and Matt Gaming have, it's in the 5th house. But whatever sign you are, right? If you're a Libra rising, it's in your 8th house. If you're the Leo rising, right? I'm sorry, if Leo rising is in your 8th house, Libra rising is in your 6th house, but just so on and so on. So you guys share that in the chat, and we're going to get to you in a second. Now, you know what else we have? The Scorpio rising for this chart and the part of fortune at 15 degrees. Mercury is at 12 degrees, almost 13 degrees in the 4th house of Aquarius. Uranus in Taurus is at 15 degrees. Okay. And Black Moon Lilith is at 15 degrees, pretty much making a conjunction to the midheaven in Leo. So it's a fixed double T-square cross. And this energy is really kind of letting us know that you're going to experience some insights, some visions, some dreams, some downloads, some innovations that can push you to what you might want to create for your own money, your own values, how you might want to invest. Do you want to do crypto? Do you have the hard wallet? Do you do this? Are you being rebellious and the black sheep? Because Uranus doesn't like being in Taurus, but what does it do, right? Hashtag New Earth. Uranus breaks social norms. It's about our freedom and liberation. And with Lilith being in Leo, conjunct the midheaven, it's about trusting your intuition, right? Your instinct, the root chakra and the heart chakra. You got to check in with them in terms of what you need to do for your career. What's the 10th house? Not necessarily just the career, it's the workplace, work environment, but legacy, public image, your reputation, your father, the authority. But because the midheaven is there, it's also your career. So there's a lot at play, but overall, it is very harmonious. We still have Venus. Now, understand the sun and the moon are at 1 degree. Venus and Neptune are 24 and 29 for the 20th. Right now, they're both at 24 degrees. But they're still, 5 degrees, so they're still in that conjunction. So it is really a beautiful, harmonious energy that intuitively I feel that is going to be inspiring for us to understand we have the power as a collective to change the story, the narrative of our own lives, but even for our planet, right? If we're vibrating from our hearts out of love and we're thinking positive about ourselves, our family, our friends, our health, well, that's what's going to manifest around us. I mean, quantum physics, they've been doing study for years, and it's proven with deep connections in prayer and in meditation, that energy oozes out and creates our reality, right? You always hear me talk about it, right? You must retire tonight from negative self-talk. Now I'm going to shut up, and it's time for the 0 degrees Aquarius to see what y'all are talking about.
Okay. Let me go back up here a little bit. Okay. Robert Washington saying his birthday is February 20th.
What's up, Robert? Listen, you're gonna be, well, you're a Pisces. I guess what, 1 degree? You'd have to tell me your birth chart, but happy birthday. And my Pisces birth chart sale will begin February 19th. So hit me up, taylor2coaching@gmail.com.
And Jessica B. Million is saying hi.
Hey, Jessica and Robert, both of you welcome. I think this is your first time here, so thank you.
Yeah, Dan Figueroa. He's.
What up, Danny? Understand with this energy, you guys, what is Pisces? What is the sun and the moon? And make sure in the description you guys hit the like button. But after this, watch the Pisces moon video. I put that in there so you can kind of really, bathe in it and understand what to expect. It's not a full moon. It's the new moon, but still, it's setting these new intentions and new beginnings. And with it being 1 degree, it's about our spirituality, our creativity, our imagination. So set the intentions, like I said, mira, escribe, write some poetry, do a painting, a sculpting, dancing, do something creative. I have to laugh because my wife and I were dancing today for one of my sons who's homeschooling now, and he was cracking up and he's looking at us like, my parents are weird. But it's about being silly and having fun and doing something creative.
Speak of your wife.
Look at this.
Hey, everybody.
A family
I just
affair.
wanted to come in and say hello.
See.
Where's she at? How can you get to? Do you see the that look?
That's her mama.
See the
resemblance,
similarities. Anyway, just want to come in and say hello to everybody. Got to go run and buy some vegetables for the dinner tonight.
So, what is so important about the Pisces energy? It does need the solitude. It does enjoy the isolation, and you guys know, I live with a Pisces. You guys are often not here in the 3D. You're up in the spiritual realm in the 5D. And that's good. It's not bad. But what can happen with this new moon is that we can kind of disappear in a good way into our own meditation, to our own creativity, to our own mind, and solitude and isolation. And I think when you do that, make sure you are creating, meditating or praying, or using your imagination to do something productive. Think of that 12th house isolation is what? Hidden talents. Now, this chart happens to be me, Danny, and my gaming chart, and anybody else that's a Scorpio rising, but the chart is a Scorpio rising. So this energy is in the 5th house of what? Your heart. So it totally connects in a quincunx or in conjunction to the true black moon Lilith, right? The heart at the top of the chart for your, career in public. So we've got to really make sure we're kind of harnessing this energy to give us the fuel for the rest of 2023. Because there's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be challenges. But it's a 7-year. It's a Neptunian K2 year. K2 in the Vedic, Neptune in the Western. So we've got to tap into the compassion, right? It doesn't serve us, this vitriol of left and right, Democrat, Republican, this and that, or whatever. You've got to avoid it, because all it does is lower your vibration. Because when you pay attention to the noise, it will irritate you. It'll make you crazy. Whether you're on one side or the other, you'll get frustrated, and it's not worth it for your greater good and for your spiritual man, right? So take advantage of this energy because it's in the house of creativity, hobbies, speculative gains. Maybe you're like, you know what? That's it. I'm going to make, like I was talking to Danny at Coffee Talk, he's going to make some astrological art and he's going to put it on Etsy, and me and Isaac are going to buy it, and other people, because when you've got these gifts and these skills and these talents, the fifth house with the sun and the moon there, that's giving you the okay and the signal and the fuel at 1 degree to say, it's time. Saturn's coming into Pisces. It's time. Share your creativity. Show us your heart. Make something with your what's fifth house, if you have them, right? Your children. Fifth house is also past life karmas, high school, college years. So tap in to, you're almost like your youth. Be 16 again. Now, you know, we were 16. We didn't have all this daggone technology, but be 16 or 15 or 14, those high school years, in the sense that be willing to embrace and touch life like everything is new and exciting. Because that energy can be the spark and the impetus to get you ready for the rough road ahead. Because Pluto Capricorn, the cleanup until March 23rd, you're going to hear stuff every day in the news. More balloons from China, more foolishness, whatever. And still sending out prayers to everyone in Turkey and Syria. I think it was up to 22,000 or something terrible. And it just, you know, it's heartbreaking. It's okay. For all of us as a collective, it's letting us know, you know what your hidden talent better be? Growing and planting your own damn food. Okay? Even if it's just herbs, even if you can only do lettuce, whatever you can do, even if maybe you could buy a chicken, whatever it is. But you guys, even if you live in an apartment, on the windowsill, get some soil and plant some mint, basil, see if you can do.
You can take the bottoms of romaine and put them in water in a sunny window, and they start growing. And then you can put it in a pot with soil. I have 3 or 4 of them going in the kitchen.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
And it's so important to try. Number one, you're growing it, then you know what's in it, and you know it's healthy, right? But number 2, it's the way for us to create balance in our own bodies, right? Ceres, the goddess of harvest, is in Libra. Right? Peace, harmony, balance, relationships, things that you can grow and exchange with your neighbors, friends, right? And even if you can't feed your whole family, even if it's just a supplement, but it's something that's healthy, right? Maybe you're growing garlic or turmeric or ginger, whatever it is, you guys, the chart is screaming. Because, okay, let's get back to that T-square. The 15 degrees is the ascendant in the part of fortune. What's that? Spiritual and financial blessings. What's Scorpio about? Health, investigation, the truth. Scorpio is like, hey, I'm going to use the things under the earth, the plant medicine, this, that, doTERRA, whatever it is, right? My mother-in-law, she's amazing, and she knows everything about doTERRA in terms of, if the boys have a little cold, she knows what to put on their feet, the On Guard, and get the peppermint and mix it with the lavender. When I came home from the hospital, and then, oh, it was terrible, I got shingles. She had a remedy, and she put it on my shoulder, and it helped me so much with the pain and the itching. Now, don't get me wrong, it still freaking hurt like the dickens. I mean, between me she was like Nurse Jackie, or you ever see that show on HBO that came out years ago? Because Alana got chickenpox because she never had it as a child because she touched my shingles. So we were just a mess going into 2022 for the new year. Like, we had a decent Christmas, and then we got sick like the 27th or 28th. And it was just, hey, it was what it was. But, right, we had those oils. And so do the best you can, but start thinking and planning now, right? Be what? Creative. Pisces Sun Moon conjunction, and then the Venus and Neptune is so harmonious. Tap in to the spiritual realm and allow yourself to receive the messages from God about even what you should grow, with Ceres being in the 12th house of Libra. Okay. Just think of someone who can't afford a cell phone, or their cell phone breaks and they don't have the insurance and they can't get a new one. So what? They're just like out of the loop for like a month or a couple of weeks, or until they can get a phone, you know? Now, for us people who are more common folks and don't have millions in their bank, you know, when they switch over to the digital currency, well, hopefully your $5,000 in the bank still transfer over 1-to-1. But what happens to the folks that have $275,000 in the bank, and then the bank's like, seems like you only have 214. Well, you don't have the lawyers to sue the bank, right? And the FDIC and all this and that. And so I don't even know what the answers are, because it's not like that it can't happen with the credit unions. Although I think it's a little safer to be in the credit unions at this time than the big banks. And a lot of banks are closing. ATMs are closing. Banks are closing. I've heard they've already stopped printing paper money, you guys. So whatever's in circulation, we just rocking with it for the next year or two, and then bloop. So, but I do tell you, and I do believe, with the 1 degree, it's telling us, let's put in the spiritual work to create the reality that we want, that we could suddenly get these downloads and ideas that can make us be like, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to use the sun and moon, Venus, Neptune in that 5th house of creativity. And I'm going to create, because at this point, and I mean, for really all of us, I don't even care if you're a freaking millionaire. At this point, everybody should try to have 2 to 3 streams of income coming in, right? Oh, astrology, relationship coach, my book, screenwriting, writing book of monologues, acting, my hip hop music. You've got to find multiple ways. I might go and get my masseuse license. You got to find multiple ways.
It's masseur for the guy.
Oh, masseur for me. Yes. But it's a reality. We have to think of, because remember, you guys, what I told you about Pluto and Aquarius. The currency is truth and being authentic, and you have to solve problems. It's a solution-based reality. What can you do to benefit the collective, to solve problems? It's that simple. And you've got to outthink the AI. You've got to outmaneuver the AI. It's coming strong. There's so many websites now. You could, and you can copy people's voices. I don't know if you guys saw that. And Elon Musk has got another thing coming. It is endless in terms of what the AI and the technology can do, is getting better at every day, and will do. So, the alarm bells are ringing. This is a positive new moon, and it's super because it's closer to the earth. Okay. All right, let's go back to the chat. Any new comments?
Stephen the Jupiterian was saying he was wondering why he woke up thinking of 2 songs from the 70s in his head. Well, the Electric Slide and the Hustle.
Do the hustle. Do.
Oh,
you know what, Stephen? I missed the Bee Gees. Remember the Bee Gees? Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. I think all but one is gone. Yeah.
I think there's only one left.
Yeah.
That's
Robert Washington, Aquarius, Pisces, cusp, Gemini, Moon, Virgo, rising, Pisces, Venus.
Virgo, rising, Pisces, Venus. So, you know what? Oh, my gosh. I'm going to come on. I may come on Saturday or Sunday evening and talk about the Aquarius, Pisces cusp. And then I'm going to get into next week, the Pisces rising. But I've just been so busy getting ready for my course, which is Sunday. Oh, and you guys, a little bit of business. Robert, I want to invite you and Jessica, my first astrology course. Now, I already have Coffee Talk year 2. We had our first meeting this past weekend. But my Astrology Foundations course begins this Sunday, February 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern for 90 minutes. It's 8 weeks. I might even throw in an extra week because it's so much information, you guys. And it's only $197. The price is a little bit lower because it's my first course, and you guys are like my tester group. In June, maybe July, but probably June, I will be doing the next level, more intermediate for those who want to become a professional. This course will teach you how to read a basic birth chart. I'm going to be teaching the signs, the planets, the houses, aspects, chart rulership, and a basic introduction to medical astrology, because I think that that's really important. And I want you guys to have that knowledge in that toolbook. Got a bunch of people already signed up. It's still open. You can email me directly, right? And my PayPal's tailoredtocoaching@gmail.com with a Cash App, $T2UC. But email me if you still want to join the course. And if you need a payment plan, we can do that, right? Break it up, 65, 66, 66, February, March, April, and you're in, if that's more palatable for you. But I highly recommend it. This is a great price. It won't be this low again. And I'm really excited. I've been working on so much. And of course, my creative Pisces wife, who's a master at designing and branding in Canva, she's been helping me to design all the graphic. It is beautiful. I've seen other people's courses. Mine is going to be like the prettiest course, or the nicest, whatever course you guys are ever going to see. So some of you guys are already signed up, and I'm telling you, I'm really excited. And of course, I'll be giving some of my little secret nuggets, my little tricks of the trade, that techniques that I've picked up, from just reading so many charts. And that's the key, you guys, that I want you to know too. The more charts you read, that's where you get the experience and the knowledge, because it's really, think of it like calculus or physics. It's permutations, right? I can do 5 charts of Scorpio risings, but it's, 5 different sun signs, 5 different moons, the ascendant degree, the moon, the Venus, the Jupiter. So it's really just the experience of working with people and doing as many charts as you can that really gives you the astrological knowledge that you need. So I'm really excited to do this course. So please, if you're interested, reach out. A couple of other notes. Aquarius birth chart sale, it ends on the 18th. Okay, you got 3 days left, Aquarius. I had somebody just email me today. I've been trying to get in touch with you. I want to take advantage of the Aquarius birth chart sale. Well, hit me up, tailoredtocoaching@gmail.com. And what is this month, February? It's not just Black History Month. It's Valentine's Day, but it's the month of love. So I have my love chart sale. Synastry compatibility charts, normally $175. It's only $143.
That's a good deal.
Get it? 143, I love you.
Oh,
right. So 143, I love
cool.
you. Then I have 30 minutes live over Zoom love chart reading, only $51. And just a little mini written report with some videos, only $33. So if you want to learn about your Juno and 7th house and Venus and Jupiter and who's the best mate for you and you're trying to find love, then you need to reach out to Dr. Love. I can help you. Okay. Okay. You don't know what can happen. I mean, and I say this jokingly so we can laugh, but you guys have seen it. The Pluto Capricorn, you guys, and how it's been shifting, that was the stock market crash. That was the Me Too movement. That was the revelation of, even Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein and they might start to, because they're trying to keep it quiet from us, that list of who was going to Jeffrey Epstein's island, all these politicians and celebrities. But this stuff is going to come up and be revealed. Mm-hmm. That's what Pluto and Capricorn does. Because remember, Pluto, it's about the underworld. It's Hades. It's about the secrets. It's about secret societies. It's about the power structure and system, because it's in Capricorn. And what it does is it destroys and rebuilds. And so anything that's not serving us for a greater good, Pluto's our soul psychology. Think about evolutionary astrology. It's our soul psychology. And so if we, and I'm going to say it's not even really we, it's the power structures. If they're not willing to surrender, learn to trust themselves, to trust us, the people, the collective, to always trust in God, to let go and let God, and not clean up their mess, Pluto will do it for them and reveal it to the public to the point where, you know, there's going to be, if I was to make a prediction, definitely 24 to 44, but even coming up this summer, late spring, March 23rd to June 11th, that Pluto in Aquarius, that little sneak preview. Because what's Aquarius? Aquarius is power to the people. It's not Pluto Capricorn, power from the top coming down, right? More oppressive and controlling on us. Pluto in Aquarius, it's the power from the bottom coming up. It's our time. The age of Aquarius is here. Mm-hmm. The bells are ringing, right? Everybody's going to get a slice of vegan pizza and kombucha. I used to say regular pizza and Snapple, but you got to change it with Aquarius, right? With the times. And the times. But so everybody's going to get a slice of vegan pizza and kombucha because listen, I used to love Snapple, but it's not that good for you. Okay. So seriously though, but I try to make light of it, but think about that, right? So that means great shifts in science and technology. Great revelations, great rebellion and black sheep energy, great thinking and connecting with groups and organizations to help all of humanity, right? We shouldn't have the whole state of California being homeless. The homelessness is ridiculous all over the world. But just when I think about America, the wealth that we have here and all the land, don't let the power brokers or people make you think that we're overpopulated. That's bull donkey. We've got so much land. You drive through Texas, you drive through some of these states, there is nothing but farm and woods and land. We've got enough real estate to handle way more than 80 million people in our country and 7-8 billion on the globe. And we could put like 3.5 or 4 or 5 Americas in Africa alone. So what we have to do is change our mindset, and Pluto in Aquarius is going to do that. This is the map of your life. You want to unlock this ancient wisdom. Astrology is here to benefit us. It is the truth. It is real. It is older than all the religions. It's the first calendar. When back in ancient times, if you were an astronomer, you were also an astrologer. If you were a priest, you were also an astrologer. If you were a doctor, you were also an astrologer. There was no separation. So I want you guys to learn this. This is the map of your life, and it's muy importante. And guess what? It also makes life just a little bit easier. Okay?
It helps you know yourself.
Yes. It really the relationship with self-love and also compassion for others. Right? I feel for my little Scorpio moons when they're slamming doors and they're screaming and yelling. I understand. and I say to myself,
I don't feel sometimes.
I got to let her understand. The Scorpio moon,
it's intense.
It's intense, right? It's debilitated there.
Yeah.
Right? And so the Scorpio moon, it's in its fall there. Right?
It's never dull.
If they don't release the emotions, they will actually physically get sick. Because remember, Scorpio, right? It's connected to that root chakra, the elimination organs. So you can actually get viruses and sicknesses just from the stress of your emotional intensity. Okay? So that's why you haven't seen a dead 9-year-old that slams a door. I have grace and mercy because I know the astrology, okay? So, all right, you guys.
He has to remind me. Sometimes he does.
I have to remind her. I gotta remind mother, all that. So, all right, you guys, this was fun.